In Minnesota, artists and art suppliers are balking at the state's ban on cadmium paint. A 2023 law that went under the radar restricts the import, sale, and distribution of products containing lead and cadmium, and that includes artist paint. In February 2023, the Minnesota Pollution Control Agency conducted a study that wanted to restrict the use of lead and cadmium as it pertained to children's toys and household items and other objects that would eventually find their way into landfills and eventually into waterways where its toxicity could bear some fruit. That said, artist paints that do use cadmium and contain lead are so minute, and also art objects usually don't find their way into landfills or to waterways in the next couple of years. In fact, they probably will last longer than most objects in your own home. Interestingly, there are currently no states in the U.S. or countries in the world that ban cadmium paint and artist paint. There was a call for a European ban a few years ago, but the European Chemicals Agency decided that the impact of cadmium paint was de minimis. So why is Minnesota deciding that this blanket ban is going to be effective is very unclear and really shows that they haven't spoken to everybody involved in this effect. Pigment manufacturers really go to great lengths to make their products bio-friendly. So they're buffered. They don't really get absorbed into the system. It's not like you can buy some cadmium paint, set up shop, and all of a sudden everybody's toxic. And this is where it gets tricky in Minnesota. The Minnesota law says that paints that contain more than X percentage of total weight per million or cadmium per total weight are forbidden, but this is where it gets tricky. The paint manufacturers will do a very good job of telling you what pigments are in the tube of paint, but the difficult part is there's relatively no information on how much of these components are in the paint themselves. It's a really interesting story, and you can read it all at MidwestAgenda.com. And if you have art news, an event, or project listing you'd like to share, submit a listing right at the top of the page. Go ahead and send us yours. If you do, we'll give you puppy kisses. If not, we're still going to give you puppy kisses. You know why? Art in Midwest matters, and so do you. Have a great day. Thanks. Bye.